Hello, my name is Monet Mahan, and today our team will be presenting our HR consulting project focused on Allied Universal. First, we'll begin with a brief overview of the company and its mission. Next, we'll discuss the HR assessments we conducted after meeting with a member of the company to better understand the organization's current challenges. Based on those findings, we'll present our recommendations for improvement, and finally, we'll conclude with the next steps that can help support long term organizational success. Before discussing the HR challenges, it's important to understand the organization itself. Allied Universal is the largest security services company in North America and employs more than 800,000 people worldwide. The company provides security personnel, technology solutions, and risk management services to a wide variety of industries, including healthcare, education, government agencies, commercial business, and industrial organizations. Because Allied Universal operates on such a large scale and relies heavily on frontline employees, effective HR practices are essential to maintaining quality services, employee engagement, and customer satisfaction. Now, to better understand the organization's direction, we also looked at Allied Universal's mission, vision, and goals. The company's mission focuses on providing proactive security solutions through innovation, technology, and customized services that meet each client's unique needs. Their vision is to become the world's most trusted service partner, which emphasizes building strong relationships and maintaining customer confidence. Their goals include protecting people while continuing to grow through smart security technology. Now, as we move through our assessment, we'll examine whether the HR challenges we identified may affect the company's ability to achieve these important objectives.
Hi, how are you doing? I'm James McKinney, and I will be presenting the assessments portion. Our assessments, we have found that Allied Universal has strong HR practices, including employee retention, responsive HR support, and opportunities for internal promotions. However, the company continues to face challenges with its attendance, staff shortage from overcalls, call-offs, and turnovers related to pay. Overall, improving the attendance and compensation could strengthen the workforce stability. Thank you.
My name is LaShonda McWright, member of Group 6, HR Consulting, and I will be presenting an analysis based on an interview conducted by two of our group members, Mr. James McKinney and Ms. Monet Mayhem, with an employee of Allied Universal. The purpose of the interview was to gain real world insight into how communication, leadership, and HR support and how it impacts employee performances and workplace effectiveness, particularly for security professionals who often work in challenging environments. Now, throughout this presentation, I will highlight key themes from the interview, including improvements in the work environment, how issues are monitored and addressed, and the important role human resources play in supporting both employees and management. The person that was interviewed is Miss Tatiana Wright. She's an account manager in security services of Allied Universal, my apologies. Her responsibilities include managing the day-to-day work environment for security officers, ensuring that job sites are safe, compliant, and properly equipped for employees who often work in outdoor conditions. Ms. Wright also oversees over 115 employees, and she serves as a liaison between security staff, supervisors, clients, and human resources. She helps to address workplace concerns, monitors environmental conditions through communication and service tracking systems, and ensures that issues are resolved efficiently. Additionally, Ms. Wright collaborates closely with human resources to support employees, promote fair decision making, and maintain a positive and productive work environment. In the beginning of the interview, Ms. Wright provided detailed explanation about how her team operates and the improvements that have been made since taking over their current location. One of the most important topics discussed was the work environment of security professionals, as she explained that when her team initially took over the site, they experienced significant challenges, including resistance and backlash from the client. This created a difficult environment for employees in the early stages. However, over time, the situation improved considerably. Through consistent effort, communication, and adjustments, the team was able to create a more stable and positive work setting. Now, one major aspect of the work environment involves the physical conditions in which officers operate. Ms. Wright noted that many officers work outdoors, often stationed in guard booths. So, because of this, leadership had to prioritize improvements to ensure that these workspaces were safe, comfortable, and compliant with standards. Enhancements included ensuring booths were up to code, as well as adding essential resources such as air conditioning and as well as refrigerators. These upgrades were especially important given the changing weather conditions and the extreme heat that officers more than likely face. In addition to physical conditions, Ms. Wright acknowledged environmental changes such as exposure to animals and rodents at certain locations. Now, these issues are not always fully controlled by the company, so collaboration with the client becomes essential. These highlights the shared responsibility between the organization and its clients for maintaining a safe and functional work environment. Overall, Ms. Wright emphasized that the environment has significantly improved and is now in a much better place than when the team first started. During the interview, Ms. Wright discussed some of the workplace challenges Ally Universal Security faces, particularly employee retention and attendance. She explained that one of the company's biggest priorities is retaining employees and reducing turnover. So, according to Ms. Wright, most employees who leave the organization do so because they find higher paying opportunities elsewhere, rather than because of dissatisfaction with the company itself. Now, this suggests compensation in the broader job market is one of the primary factors influencing employee retention. Ms. Wright also addressed the questions about company resources, explaining that employees can access the Ally Universal Policy Handbook through the company's eHub system. Now, while she could not officially authorize sharing the handbook outside the organization, she did confirm that employees have access to it as a valuable resource for company policies and procedures. When asked about the attendance challenges, Ms. Wright identified child care responsibilities and transportation issues as the most common reasons employees struggle with maintaining consistent attendance. She explained that many of the employees experience unexpected situations such as caring for a sick child or lacking dependable child care support. Transportation problems also contribute to attendance issues, making it difficult for some employees to report to work on time or even at all. So the interview also explored whether the company could do more to improve attendance. However, Ms. Wright stated that based on her experience, she could not immediately identify additional measures the company should implement, suggesting that many attendance challenges are related to employees' personal circumstances rather than workplace policies. Ms. Wright also explained how Allied Universal monitors employee attendance. She shared that the company uses an AI-based attendance tracking system to monitor employee attendance records and identify attendance concerns. This technology helps supervisors efficiently track attendance patterns and manage workforce scheduling. Overall, Ms. Wright's responses highlighted that Ally Universal recognizes the importance of employee retention and attendance while acknowledging that many challenges stem from external factors such as childcare, transportation, and competitive wages. And her responses also demonstrated that the company uses technology and internal resources to help manage attendance and support its workforce. Another key topic discussed was how the organization monitors and maintains the work environment. Ms. Wright explained that communication plays a central role in this process, where supervisors are responsible for reporting conditions and providing updates from the field. Now, these updates are shared through multiple channels, including verbal communication, written documentation, and formal service tickets. The service ticket system is particularly important because it allows the team to document issues that require immediate attention and track them over time. This system ensures accountability and provides a clear record of what actions have been taken to address specific concerns. Additionally, the organization works closely with clients when submitting service tickets, especially for issues that fall under the client's responsibility. This structured approach helps ensure that problems are not only identified but resolved effectively and efficiently. The interview also highlighted the role of human resources and the level of support provided to employees and management. Ms. Wright spoke very positive about human resources, describing them as responsive, thorough, and fair. And she emphasized that whenever her team reaches out with concerns, human resource responds promptly and takes the time to fully understand the situation. One of the most notable aspects of Ally Universal HR's approach is their commitment to fairness. Ms. Wright explained that human resources does not automatically side with management nor the employees. Instead, they carefully evaluate each situation from multiple perspectives before making a decision. Now, this includes considering the experiences and viewpoints of security officers as well as supervisors and leadership. Ally Universal's human resources ability to break down issues from beginning to end ensures that decisions are well informed and balanced. And this approach not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but builds trust among employees. When employees feel that their concerns are heard and fairly evaluated, it contributes to higher morale and stronger team performance. Overall, the interview demonstrates how several key factors work together to improve employee experience, and these factors include enhancing physical working conditions, maintaining open and consistent communication, using structured systems to track and resolve issues, and provide strong human resources support. Each of these elements play a critical role in creating a positive and productive work environment.
Based on our interview with Mrs. Wright, it was clear that Allied Universal already has strong HR practices in place, especially around communication and employee support. Our recommendations are intended to build on those existing strengths rather than replace them. First, we would recommend implementing an employee feedback program with regular post surveys and site check-ins to identify concerns before they become larger issues. Second, we recommend continuing to invest in supervisor leadership development, since supervisors work directly with security officers. Providing additional leadership and conflict resolution training can improve communication and strengthen employee relationships. Third, we recommend creating a centralized issue tracking system that allows HR and operations to monitor workplace concerns, identify trends, and improve response times. Finally, expanding employee recognition and wellness initiatives can help improve employees feel valued, reduce burnout, and so these strategies provide benefits not only for employees but also for the organization as a whole. An employee feedback program will increase engagement, improve retention, and help HR address concerns before they affect performance or turnover. Leadership development strengthens supervisors' ability to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and create a more positive work environment. And a centralized issue tracking system improves accountability by allowing HR and operations to monitor trends, make data-driven decisions, and resolve issues more efficiently. Finally, recognition and wellness programs help boost morale, reduce burnout, and increase employee satisfaction, which ultimately supports higher retention and stronger organizational performance. Overall, these recommendations strengthens the partnership between HR and operations while creating a more engaged and supported and productive workforce.
Hello, Monet Mahan here again, and I wanted to wrap things up by stating that our needs assessment gave us a better understanding of the HR challenges currently impacting Allied Universal. By examining areas such as employee retention and attendance, for example, we were able to identify opportunities for improvement that support both employees and the organization's long term goals. Our recommendations are designed to strengthen the workforce, improve employee satisfaction, and help Allied Universal continue fulfilling its mission of being the world's most trusted security services partner. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope you thoroughly enjoyed our presentation.